Welcome to Energy. I'm your host, Paula Creech. On today's show, we are going to look back at all the exciting fall events that took place in O'Fallon, followed by a look at what's coming up in the weeks ahead. This and more on Energy. The City of O'Fallon celebrated fall with three great events, starting with the annual Fall Fest Street Dance featuring fan favorite Trixie Delight.
Tonight we have our Fall Fest Street Dance. We are featuring Trixie Delight. They started at 7 o'clock and they're playing till 10. They are a very dynamic group with a lot of following and they can play anything. Absolutely phenomenal. She can sing Aerosmith, she can sing Janis Joplin. We go see her every chance we get.
Yeah.
This is a free event that we offer to the community and any of the surrounding communities. It's always a big hit. It's nice that O'Fallon does offer such great community events that are usually free or next to almost nothing to be able to attend and to enjoy. So it's a great way to come out and see what O'Fallon has to offer.
Great time to be with all the residents and just again, outside, fall is perfect. It's a great part of O'Fallon, not busy, everybody's just laid back. It's a great evening out.
You always want to have something that you can come out and the whole community can come together and it's safe. It's a lot of fun. You see the kids running all over the place. You know, it's really relaxing.
Well, Trixie Delight, that's one of the main reasons why we're here. I mean, they're an awesome band. There's so much going on here other than the food and the crafts. And I mean, the City of O'Fallon put on a good thing here. So we're just dedicated. Love it.
After the street dance, the fun continued the next morning with the annual Fall Fest 5K. The streets were filled with runners of all ages for the 11th annual Fall Fest 5K. Some dressed in running attire, while others dressed in their favorite costume for a chance at winning not one, but 2 awards. The event is sponsored by local businesses and the City of O'Fallon's Bears Youth Advisory Council, and is a favorite of runners from all across the region.
This is one of the best ones we've done. We started last year. I had a goal. I wanted to do a race a month for a year, and so Dad decided that he would join with me on that. So we've done this for about a year and 3 months, and this is one of the best ones we've had.
Really enjoyable. The course was really fun. A bit up and down, but it was relatively flat and enjoyable, and just enjoyed running with other people. Guys and gals and youngsters, and some who are actually older as well.
The great weather for the Fall Fest 5K, really helped. We had 319 runners this year, which was up considerably from the past 3 years. So we're excited about that, and we're looking at possibly expanding that activity next year.
What I liked about it is you had the fall festival type of environment, not only after the run, but then we would be able to go downtown or to the park and be able to take part in that. Also, I was very impressed with the building here, and the people were very friendly.
If you missed out on this year's Fall Fest 5K, make sure to mark your calendars for next year's run, which promises to be bigger and better.
We would hope to see everyone come out next year. We have lots of things that we're planning and new activities and competitions and elements to the event.
Next on the agenda was the annual Fall Fest in Civic Park.
It was a great turnout. We had a beautiful day. We had 81 vendors, 3 sideshows, 3 bands, and lots of kids' activities. A great family event overall.
Fair growers at this year's event were treated to 2 great shows featuring professional stunt cyclist Chris Clark and nationally recognized magician Keith Leff with his spooky, spectacular stage show.
The bicycle stunt show, Chris Clark, he travels all over the country He just put on a phenomenal show. He had actually been through O'Fallon before and checked out our skate park and was very familiar with the area. He also invited several of the youngsters in the audience to come up and participate with him, and it was just a great show overall. The Spooky Spectacular show, you know, they had some humor in there that was geared towards the adults and, you know, very family friendly obviously, but the kids really enjoyed it. Overall, a really good show and got, you know, the family involved.
The Fall Fest, as always, offers great musical entertainment.
The music this year was more of an acoustic element, and it really added atmosphere to the event, and a lot of the vendors complimented us because if it gets too loud, then they can't do business with their shoppers. So overall, it just added a lot of atmosphere.
That's not all. Honey, won't you come out tonight?
The O'Fallon Fall Fest is a great time for everyone, and next year will be even greater with the celebration of their 30th anniversary.
This was the 29th year for it, and you know, it's a successful event, and we look forward to next year. We're bringing in some new elements to keep people wanting to come back to celebrate our 30th anniversary.
O'Fallon's littlest residents enjoyed a day of fun with the annual pumpkin picnic in Fort Zumwalt Park. Today is our annual pumpkin picnic. We have kids out in the park enjoying the beautiful fall weather. They have a chance to pick a pumpkin, paint it, decorate it, munch on a hot dog, eat some chips, play a variety of different games and activities. And then they also get to go on a hayride and listen to some storytelling and make a s'more.
It was a lot of, you know, great games and prizes and yeah, and s'mores, right? Hayride and s'mores.
When it comes to events like the pumpkin picnic, there's never a dull moment. Just ask our littlest residents.
We're doing bowling and mashing and puzzles and like hula hoops where you throw it and then you have to put it on the pumpkin. Well, I'm gonna play the mashing, the hoop, the jumping bag game, and I'm gonna play the bowling game. My favorite was the jumping game.
The great thing about this event, as well as many other events hosted by the Parks Department, are the many volunteers who give of their time.
All the people that work today with our staff, as well as all the volunteers, we couldn't put on events like this without them. We rely heavily on our volunteer support, and the people who have come out today have done a wonderful job, and like you said, they've put smiles on all the kids' faces, and that's truly what these events are all about, just bringing the community together and showcasing that community support.
If you didn't make it for this year's event, make sure to mark your calendars for next year.
Residents were thoroughly entertained at the pumpkin carving event where artist Marion demonstrated her creative skills.
Entertaining guests at the historic Heald Home was artist Marion. Marion, better known as the Snowflake Lady, demonstrated her skill of pumpkin carving.
And this, I just cut it out and then flipped it over.
I just go with what happens on the pumpkins. And that's what I did with the same thing with the snowflakes, just how it happens. And I'm absolutely blessed person because I get to do what I love to do.
Marion's talent is so amazing that she steals the show no matter where she goes.
I won every single pumpkin carving contest I ever entered. I did work at AAA Auto Club for a while. They were very annoyed with me. Said, don't enter the contest this year. Nobody else gets to win. Too bad.
It wasn't just about learning pumpkin carving. She shared a wide variety of stories, from scary to funny, but always entertaining.
And she goes, well, now don't worry. He's just playing with you now. They're all just having fun. But he had to at least try. So he screws up his courage and he goes, tell him be gone. And he shoves it.
Marion isn't limited to pumpkin carving and storytelling. She's known as the Snowflake Lady after all. So kids and adults enjoyed learning how to cut out their own snowflake creations.
Number one, you must fold a 6-sided snowflake, or it is not a snowflake. And it just doesn't look as good, 4 and 8. Just doesn't. And then whatever you draw has to touch the folded edge of that triangle of a paper that you come out with in a minimum of 4 places. 2 near the center, 2 near the outside. That makes a strong, viable snowflake. That's the main trick.
Marion also offered some suggestions in pumpkin carving.
Draw it on first, make patterns out of paper so that it's even and the same eye on this side as is it on that side. If you want to. If you don't want to, don't do that. Go with the flow is what my main thing with the pumpkins. See what you come out of that and try it. Don't worry about how it's going to work out. It's a pumpkin.
Everyone seemed to have a great time, including the Snowflake Lady.
I love this little house. It's a quite nice little place. And I love what I do. They actually pay me to have all that fun.
There's no better way to enjoy the colorful leaves of fall than by riding through the park on an old-fashioned tractor-pulled hayride.
If you never participated in the annual hayrides in Fort Zumwalt Park, you're missing out on the perfect adventure to share with family and friends.
It's just really cool to get a group of like families together and just have a good time, and have a campfire and s'mores and all that stuff. It's making memories, and it's pretty fun.
Adding to all the excitement is the gathering around a bonfire and all the tasty treats.
I like the chocolate. I love chocolate, and it's really good. And yeah, I like the s'mores and the food and just hanging out, yeah.
The annual hayrides are so much fun that many have made it a yearly tradition.
We do this every year. It's my friend Pam and her husband Kevin. We do this bonfire and we go for a hayride and we just get together and have a good time. It gets all of us together when we have crazy fall with all of us with the kids. We have games and different things going on. And so it's a nice way for us to just spend an afternoon and spend time together, so it's great.
This is our annual high school and college friend get together. The fact that we get to see each other once a year, at least once a year, and we catch up and we don't lose any contact. We see each other throughout the year, but this event, everyone makes it. Everyone brings their kids. That's the best part.
Fort Zumwalt Park offers an amazing view and the perfect setting for a hayride.
Oh, it's a great park. It's a beautiful park. The lake's beautiful. There's always a lot of geese, and geese and ducks. That's nice, It's got pretty wildlife. The trees are pretty right now. They're just like about to change, so you got the colors and stuff, so it's really nice.
I like it because it's more woodsy, it has a lot of trees and, it's pretty, and the lake right by our place, and it's really cool.
The parks are very, very clean, and I would hope that everyone still pays attention to all that and keep everything picked up. We have beautiful parks.
Well, the votes are in, and it's unanimous. This annual gathering is a winner.
This is the, this is actually the 7th year we've done it. I think this is our 5th or 6th year here. So yeah, we'll do it every year.
Yeah, we love it. We love it. We do it every year. It's awesome.
Live, it's just,
he's recording.
Fort Zumwalt Park is transforming into a winter wonderland with the annual Celebration of Lights.
Treat your friends and loved ones to an illuminated tour through O'Fallon's Celebration of Lights in Fort Zumwalt Park. Visitors will find the park magically transformed by millions of twinkling lights and holiday scenes into a winter wonderland, offering surprises around every corner. The Celebration of Lights will open nightly November 29th through December 30th, with the exception of Christmas Day. Sightseers can enjoy the view in a more leisurely way through horse-drawn carriage rides, train rides, sleigh hay rides, segways, and wagon rides. For all the details, visit o'fallon.mo.us/parksandrec. Now here's a look at more fun events coming up in O'Fallon. Enjoy a day of fun at 2 great events for the little ones, with breakfast and pizza with Santa on Saturday, December 14th. Breakfast will take place from 9 to 10:30 a.m. with games, crafts, donuts, and beverages. Then from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., join Santa once again for pizza and beverages with more games and crafts. Each event is $10 for residents and $12 for non-residents. And parents, don't forget to bring your camera for picture taking with Santa. Advanced registration is required. To reserve your seat, call 636-474-2732. Kick up your heels with a little bit of O'Fallon. Come dance to the latest country songs in this monthly program. Learn new dances each night with instructor Pat Leffler. So get your boots ready for the next session, which begins on Saturday, December 14th from 7 to 11 p.m. and will take place at the O'Fallon Municipal Center, located at 100 North Main Street. Cost is $6 and you can pay at the door. For more information, visit www.ofallon.mo.us. Team leagues are forming for girls volleyball. This 8-game league is designed for girls who like to play volleyball. Registration is limited to 6 teams. Leagues begin on January 8th for recreational and competitive for ages 9 to 12, and on January 9th for ages 13 to 15 from 6 to 9 p.m. Registration closes 2 weeks prior to the start of the leagues, or when it fills, whichever comes first. For more information, call 636-474-2732. Youth basketball leagues are starting up for 3rd to 6th grade kids. In this league, teams will play 6 games plus an end-of-season single elimination tournament, unless otherwise specified. Leagues may be split into recreational and competitive divisions. Leagues will take place on Saturday and Sundays, starting on January 4th and 5th. Registration deadline is December 18th. For more information, email Alyssa at agrodicke@ofallon.mo.us.
That's all for this show. Thanks for joining us. See you next time on Energy.